picture.
Awesome. Hello, everyone.
Nope, you need to go down.
Welcome back.
We're
Look at this. We're having technical difficulties. Can you imagine that?
Imagine that. Oh my gosh. We're live on Instagram now. We've been live on Facebook for a few minutes. So, I forgot.
How could you forget?
I forgot. It's Christmas time.
Y'all, the countdown is on.
It is on. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Jordan.
And we are on the Families of Character page. We come live here every Tuesday. Tell them why, Jordan.
Because we are supporting you parents in raising your kids with character, kindness, respect. You fill in the blanks. You've been listening to us for 12 months. You know what we do.
That's right. We know parenting is hard.
That's right.
And so that is why we have wanted to just create an intentional group of parents who can just be together, even if it's on the internet.
And be silly.
That's right. And be silly. So,
community.
I don't know if I can take myself seriously with these glasses. Are you going to keep
We're
those
not
on?
serious. Yeah. This is so not serious. This is all about wrapping paper. If you're not watching us and you're just listening, I'm sure that was so annoying. Wrapping paper. It's the sound of wrapping paper. Because we only have 7.5 days until Christmas.
It's 7.5 days. Are you guys ready for Christmas?
Okay, because really, before we came live on here, I asked Sarah 3 times in a matter of 5 minutes. What's the date today?
And she said, is it December 12th?
12? She's like, Jordan. No, it's not the 12th.
It's the 17th.
Then she had to look at her watch, too, to find out what the date was.
It didn't sound right that it was December 12th.
I know.
Because I know that there's a few things that are keeping me accountable to the date.
That's right.
But, yeah.
You have your Christmas package bow in your button today.
I have my Christmas bow, and you have your Christmas hat, and we have our Christmas glasses, and we're here. We're here for you.
We were going to come up with a rap song since we were talking about wrapping packages. But you know what? Our brains are so fried from planning all the things that are Christmas.
If you're watching us on Facebook, drop a comment or drop an emoji so we know you're here. We can see you're here, but we don't know who's here. So drop something.
That's right. Tell us your own favorite Christmas wrapping style. Okay, what do you do to make wrapping fun?
Yeah, what do you do, Jordan? How do you? We're getting down to the wire. My husband and I typically wait until Christmas Eve to get everything out and wrap everything while watching a movie. I feel like most people do that, but I'm actually having surgery on Thursday, so in 2 days.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Tomorrow's Wednesday. Do you see? Disorientation has set in, folks.
So we had to really be on top of it this year. We had to be so on top of it like we've never been before. And I actually had to be, it forced me to be, hey Stephanie, it forced me to be like more involved. So I have to admit something. I'm not like Jordan.
True confessions, here we go.
I don't really do any Christmas shopping.
That would be her husband.
That would be my husband. He pretty
Thank you,
much
Donnie Newman.
takes care of everything every year. And a lot of it is because he loves to give gifts and he is really smart at figuring out what people want for gifts. He's very intuitive with like that. And me, I'm like, oh yeah, that looks good for my kids because I don't have a lot of, I don't know. You could call it patience or whatever. I just can't ever figure out like what my kid really wants. And so he's always been like that person, which is great. Which is great.
Hey, Barb.
So then hey Barb, I help wrap all the Christmas presents on Christmas Eve, and I might have 1 or 2 cents to throw into the idea box when it comes time to buying Christmas presents. But this year we had to actually really do it together, and it's been kind of fun. I came up with a lot of the gift ideas for our kids.
It was a team effort. You're finished like 5 days early.
And now we're done, and I think we have to wrap the last 2 things tonight at some point, and
this is not the norm, people. Don't feel bad. Don't be comparing yourself to Sarah Newman over here.
Most of you aren't having surgery on Thursday.
Don't worry. I'm still throwing robes and blankets over boxes in my closet so my people don't see their stuff. Okay?
I don't even hide the stuff.
You can't.
I did that last two. Sorry.
See?
I don't even hide the stuff. My husband does it. So you want to tell them the reality of how you do Christmas. Maybe they can relate a little bit more to you.
Yes. So I am blowing up Amazon Prime. I'm just going to say it. Everything's delivered to my doorstep. No one's allowed to open anything. and I throw it all in my closet and put robes and clothes over all this pile. And then this Thursday, I'm going over to a friend's house, and we are having a wrapping party.
This is the coolest thing ever. I wish I was available on Thursday night.
So
because
fun.
I would go. That's the coolest thing. We got to talking about this, and wrapping, if you don't do it with someone else, is kind of boring. I'll be honest. I locked myself in my office yesterday. You may have seen our stories.
You may have done this too, or planning on doing this.
But don't do it this way.
Don't do it this way.
No, it
doesn't have to be that way. By yourself in the closet. It's like drinking a bottle of vodka in the closet. You don't do that by yourself.
You go, you find friends.
That's right.
You know, whether you find your spouse or a wrapping partner or a group of friends, tell them about what you're going to on Thursday. I'm so jealous.
We all bring our gifts for our kids. A couple rolls of wrapping paper, and then, no, I'm not. And then what we do is we each bring either a bottle of wine or some mom treats like chocolate. And then
gotta have the chocolate.
We chat with each other. We sit on the floor. We use these big long tables. We all bring our own scissors. We share bows and tape, and some people make something fancy, and others are like wrapping it in,
That's
tissue
fun.
paper. It doesn't matter.
As I'm listening you talk about it, it just occurred to me what my issue was yesterday. I didn't have enough variety of wrapping paper.
Exactly.
And so now
you swap them with your friends.
You can totally swap up the wrapping paper, and not all the Christmas presents are wrapped in one thing. Well, two. That's about what we got over here, people.
No bows.
No bows.
And you have to guess. You open a package and you guess who it's for because there's no name on it. Just kidding. Wouldn't that be awesome?
No, that happened one time. We were growing up. My mom decided to, instead of putting two and who it's to on the package, she decided to do a numbering system so that we wouldn't guess before we opened.
Oh.
And it kind of blew up in her face.
Ooh.
Because all of a sudden she goes, oh yeah, number 5, whatever. Let me look at my list. And she looks at her list and she goes, yep, that's for you, Sarah. And I open it, and at the time I was like 15, and my sister was, I don't know, 10 or 11, I don't know. And it was an easy bake oven.
Oh, you were like,
and I'm like, Mom, what? I don't get it. And it was like the one thing my sister wanted, so like that was like the gift for her. Regardless, we're really getting off topic today.
No, we're not. This is all things Christmas and giving and gifts.
Yeah. So what do you guys do? Do you do it yourself? Do you do it with, like, wrap the presents with your spouse?
Right.
Do you do it with your sibling? Like, some people are really close to their sister, and so maybe your sister comes over, maybe your mom comes over, and you do it together. I know.
Yeah.
The glasses are pretty funny.
And if you do wrap gifts in your closet by yourself, and you find that works for you, you just keep on doing it. Okay? There's no shame in this game, friends.
Maybe sometimes it's easier.
It could be.
But it just seems more fun. Half a day. Courtney, in your basement by yourself. Lame.
Well,
by myself. Yeah.
Hey, whatever works. You might get...
But you might find it more fun.
Exactly. In a robe, no booze this year. Okay, Courtney. That's what we're talking about. Whatever works. Whatever works for you.
Mm-hmm. But
listen, most everything is more fun in community.
Together.
We're all about that here at Families and Character.
Right. That's right.
Having a community of girlfriends, having a community of parent friends. It's really important for dudes to have friends too. Dads. Have other dad friends.
It's so true.
Right?
So true. Courtney, you could change this year. Call up one of your bestest friends in Lincoln, and maybe you guys have an afternoon with mimosas and, like, all the paper and all the things.
Exactly.
The thing that I will say, when you told me that you go over to someone's house and you guys do this big wrapping party, I did think, what a pain in the booty to have to put it in my car.
Yes, that's the original first thought. You're going, I don't even have the energy to pack it all up and to drive somewhere.
But
it's always better once you get there.
I can see how it's so much more fun.
Yep.
It really puts the meaning behind the holidays into the holidays.
Yes, intentional time with each other.
That's right. The other thing that we were talking about too is spontaneous date nights with your spouse this time of year by going Christmas shopping. So how many of you people just do the Christmas shopping on your own? And, it's funny because my husband and I have never really done the Christmas shopping on our own. Like, he'll go and grab one or two things here. He has it in a spreadsheet. We talk about it ahead of time, and we kind of map it out.
At you right now.
I know. You guys, you have no idea how much.
Said the word spreadsheet.
Yeah, but you know what? It was actually super helpful because he had it in a spreadsheet, and we got out some stuff on Sunday to wrap together because we knew we couldn't do it on Christmas Eve. And so we're putting everything in the piles. And he's going through the spreadsheet, and because I don't do the majority of the shopping, I don't know what he's got. He's told me, but I don't absorb it, right? I'm there, but really And so I'm like, okay, yep, everything looks good. And he's looking at the spreadsheet. He's like, wait a second, where's that for this person? And where's that for this person? We would have forgotten some major things if you didn't have a spreadsheet.
That is so don't what laugh I call at me. Hyper organization.
Don't laugh at me.
And I love it because it works for you. That's what we're talking about, people. Whatever works for you and your spouse, you do it. And you share it because someone else might want to do it also.
Has anyone, but I want to know, because you said no to this question, but have you ever gone Christmas shopping with your spouse? Last night, Donnie and I went, we had our Monday date night. We do date night every Monday. And we decided to go to dinner and then also just go and run to get one or two more things so we could check it all off the list and it's done. And it's just more fun to do it with someone else.
Way more fun when you go with someone else.
Yeah.
Josh and I went to the mall that time together.
That time?
He and that one time.
What time? What are you talking about?
I had to tell him. I said, that seems so silly, but you know what? That makes such an impact to me because you are coming along with me on something, on kind of a chore that I normally do by myself, is shopping for the kids, getting them shoes, or...
It does feel like a chore when you're doing it by yourself.
But when your spouse comes along and they're just there for the ride, everything changes.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is so much more enjoyable.
It is more fun.
Thank you.
Barb said we did it. We shopped together with wine.
Yes, which that's awesome.
I can vouch for because we ran into her and her husband at Target on Saturday night when Donnie and I were Christmas shopping.
How fun. That's what I'm talking about, people. Okay, so we are literally wrapping up our live video. We're wrapping up the few days before Christmas, and we are not going to be on here next week.
Oh, that's right. We are not.
We are going to be spending intentional time with our families.
It's Christmas Eve, people.
Next Tuesday.
Be with your family. You don't need to be with us next Tuesday.
That's right.
We will, however, be back on New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we will be here. Day. We will be here, and that'll actually, I think that'll be a fun recap of what we all did for Christmas and all those things and what we hope for 2020. It's like a whole new decade, so it'll be great.
That's right. So forget the fancy bows. Don't be sweeping your kitchen floor one last time. Instead, call up your friends, wrap the gifts, spend spontaneous time with your spouse. Enjoy the time you have left. Yes.
That's so what it's about.
And then check out our blog this Saturday. It's going to give you some tips on how to survive the last few days before Christmas and to take care of yourself as the mom. Okay?
Jordan wrote it. She's really good.
No, just off the top of my head.
It's pretty good.
So, all right, tune in.
We're going to leave you. We've been on for 15 minutes. We are starving. And you got to go do your thing today, too.
Exactly. So crush it, girl.
Thank you guys for being here. If you enjoyed it and are laughing your booties off, please share it to give some other moms some relief this holiday season.
Just to make fun of us.
Yeah, there you go.
Make us go viral looking like this. That'd be kind of funny. All right. Cheers, guys.
All right, have a great day. Merry Christmas. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Bye.
Thanks for being here.